Today we are talking about top investment strategies for Black women in 2024. So if you're thinking that 2024 is going to be your year and you're going to finally take the next step in your wealth building strategies and you're going to invest, then stay tuned and watch this video. I'm Tiffanie Vendries. I help women build wealth, travel, and live richer. So if that sounds great to you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with a woman who might benefit from watching this video. One of the number one things that you need to do, the first thing that you need to do is invest for retirement. So you want to, if you can, if you have an employer that has some kind of retirement investment account or plan, be sure to take advantage of that. So if they offer a 401k, be sure to enroll and contribute to your 401k. And if they have matching, let's say they have 5% matching, you want to contribute as much as they will match. So if they will match you up to 5%, then you want to continue to contribute 5% so that they can match you 5%. What this means is if you're making, let's say, $50,000, 5% of $50,000 is $2,500, $2,500. So that means over the period of a year, you're going to contribute $2,500 and they're going to match you $2,500. So you contribute 5%, but you actually have 10% because you contributed 2,500 and they contributed 2,500. So you have 10%, which is 5,000 in this case, towards your retirement. So if you are not participating in your employer-based retirement plan, you are missing out on that free money, basically. And some employers even do profit sharing on top of the matching. So you contribute and then they match. And if it's a good year, they have profit sharing on top of their match. So you could be in a situation where you contributed 5%, they matched 5% and then did profit sharing for another 5%, and you have 15% for that year saved towards your retirement. So if you are taking the next step and investing and building wealth is something that you're focused on this year, make sure that you are contributing to an employer-based retirement plan. Now, it might not be a 401k. You might be working in government or in some other field where they have something a little different. Whatever retirement plan that they have, if it's an investment plan, make sure that you look into it and see if it makes sense for you to participate. If your employer doesn't have any kind of retirement plan, you can always open up a Roth IRA. And you can do that in addition to contributing with your employer. But if you can either contribute with your employer and have a Roth IRA, or just contribute with your employer, or just have a Roth IRA. So you can open up an IRA and then you can contribute your after-tax dollars to that. And there is a maximum amount that you can contribute, and that is changes by the year. So you just want to Google what is the maximum amount that you can contribute, and you can contribute every paycheck or every so often to your Roth IRA. So this is going to be long term. This is for retirement. Remember that there are penalties, up to 10% penalties, and there are taxes in some cases. If you already paid taxes, then there's no taxes. But in some cases, there's penalty and taxes on the money that you withdraw from a retirement account. So this is going to be money that you are setting aside for the long term. This is for your future. This is for retirement. This is not money that you might need in a couple of months, or that you might need next year, or that you might need for a down payment or for a car payment or for a car loan. This is money that you never plan to use until you are 59 and a half, until you are in retirement. So You want to take advantage of that because those accounts will grow and they will add to your overall wealth portfolio. And if your employer matches you, then they're going to be helping you get to your goals. So that's the number one thing that you want to take advantage of. Then there is real estate investing. So buy and hold is the strategy that I recommend for most women and most people in general. All that means is that you purchase a home or a condo and then you rent it out. So you buy it and you hold it for the long term. And so in that way, you are building equity and by paying down the loan or by appreciation on the property. And you also have cash flow if you purchase correctly and you do some analysis, you have cash flow on the property that your expenses are lower than the rent. This is a mandatory requirement. You need for all of your expenses and then some to be lower than the rent. Because even if all of your expenses are lower than the rent, there's still unexpected, unforeseen expenses. There's raises in property taxes, there's raises in homeowners insurance, there are HOA fees that increase, there's maintenance, there's vacancies, there's repairs. So there's all of these things that happen on a not so regular basis that you need to account for. So long term buy and hold. There's also short term rentals. It's another real estate investing strategy. I have a video on being a Airbnb host. So I will put that in the show notes and I'll also put that up here so that you can watch that. It's not something that is for everyone. It takes a certain personality to be able to be an Airbnb host. So you definitely want to watch that before you go into any kind of short term rental. And I also want to make a note here that fix and flip is not an investment strategy. That's a active income job because it's short term. You're buying it and then fixing it and then selling it in those are all short term, less than a year activity, active, very involved. So when you think investing, you want to think of what can I do for the long term that doesn't take up too much of my time. So like I said, buy and hold, those are good investment strategies for real estate. And if you're interested in real estate in the South Florida market, I am also a real estate broker. So I can help you find something here in South Florida. Or if you're looking to invest in your local market, I can also answer questions on how to find your first property, how to get a lender, how to get pre-approved, what to look for in the property. If you have questions like that, you can reach out to me. My contact information is below in the description box. You can also go to my website, tiffanievendries.com. So that is real estate investing. The other thing that you want to take advantage of after you have invested in your retirement account is a taxable account with a brokerage company like a Fidelity, like a Vanguard, like a Charles Schwab. Those are stock market investing. And what you want to do is research various index funds and look at the performance, the 10-year performance or longer if the fund has been around for more than 10 years and see which one you're comfortable with. Are you comfortable with a total market index fund? Are you comfortable with a top 500 index fund? Are you comfortable with international index? So research and see what you're comfortable with and then invest in the one that made the most sense for you. And remember, this is not money that you plan to use. So remember, investing is different from saving. Saving is money that you might use. So, for example, you save for a wedding, you save for a vacation, you save for a down payment, you save for a house. You save for a car. You save for a vacation. I don't know if I said that, but you save for things, and you also save for unexpected things. So you have like an emergency fund. Those are savings. Investing is money you do not plan to use because the market could go down. So if you're planning to use this for, let's say, a down payment and the market goes down, then you're in a tough situation where you either have to wait for the market to go back up or you use less money than you thought you had. So this is going to be money that you do not plan to use, and it's just going to grow over the long term. In the short term, you can't predict what's going to happen with the stock market, but over the long term, it has always gone up. If you give it enough time, it has always gone up. So the thing that you want to remember with investing is that it's money that you don't plan to use and it's for the long term. Okay. So I also have a course, a Keys to Wealth course, which walks you through building wealth. It has 6 modules on building wealth and saving and investing. And if that's something that is of interest to you, be sure to either visit my website or you can go to the show notes and you can have the link there. So if you're thinking in your mind, I don't even have enough money to invest. And so where would I get this money to put into like a Vanguard account? Then you have a couple of options. You can either increase your income through a number of ways. You have your side hustle, you have asking for a raise or getting another job. There's a number of things you can do. Or spend less. So cut your spending. Look at your spending. Where can you save? Can you get a roommate? Can you get a less expensive apartment? Can you move? Can you know these things to lessen your expenses? Or you can do a combination of both. You can get a new job and get a roommate. And in that way, maybe you're saving $1,000, $2,000 a month, and then you can invest 1,000 of that. So I have a video if saving in 2024 is something that you're interested in so that you can invest in 2024, you can watch this video right here where I talk about saving strategies, how to save 10K in 2024. And until next time, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with a woman who wants to save and invest.